And now to a story we've been following for months, and that's the problem. People living at 1083 Main Street East in Hamilton continue to live without running water. The taps were shut off back in December. Eric Viano joins us live with more. Eric?
That's right. I spoke with one of the tenants today who says that he's really starting to lose hope in this situation. And that's because recent developments this week suggest that these tenants are going to have to wait even longer before the problem is solved.
The tap, like I'm turning on a tap, no water, just drips.
32-year-old Chris Martinez says every day is a struggle without running water.
No one should have to live like this, and just every day is another day. I'm like, okay, who am I going to message to have a shower? How am I going to keep myself clean today?
And living with a disability makes things even worse.
I have problems with my back and stuff, and the jugs are about 50 pounds each. Physically, it's been very strenuous on me.
Chris is one of at least 7 others still living in the building. Today marking 58 days since these tenants have been without running water. Back in December, the landlord shut off the water after pipes were exposed to cold winter weather, causing them to burst. An initial deadline of January 24th to have these pipes repaired has come and gone after an appeal from the property owner. And this week, the city's Property Standards Committee confirmed that the work must be done, but assigned no repair date, instead agreeing that the units must be vacated to do the repairs.
I've been looking for other places for rent, but rent's not cheap.
Ward 3 Councillor Narinder Nan calls the tenant's situation unacceptable.
It's really, really unfortunate that the landlord and property manager chose to do things the way that they did. What they could have done is temporarily fix the water supply to these units and avoided this entire situation from playing out in this way.
During meetings at City Hall this week, Mayor Andrea Horvath told council that weak provincial legislation to protect tenants is an overarching factor in the situation. In a statement sent to CHCH News, Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing Steve Clark's office said in part, quote, "Our government has taken decisive measures to strengthen tenant protections. For instance, we increased penalties and fines for landlords who break the law, strengthened protections for tenants facing rent evictions, and increased the compensation which they were owed due to no-fault and bad faith evictions." Even before the pipes burst, the property owners were planning renovations, saying the renos required vacated units. This is being disputed before the Landlord and Tenant Board at a hearing on March 8th. Longtime resident David Galvin and other tenants have obtained legal counsel and say they will fight eviction.
I personally am highly optimistic. This is my home, and I'm not going to allow myself to be run off of it.
We reached out to the property owners today asking for comment, but they have yet to get back to us.
At this point, I'm tired. We need things moving forward. We don't need things going back.
Now, as for the water situation, the city says it has provided over $12,000 worth of water jugs to these tenants since the water was shut down. But that was only up until this week. The landlord has since agreed to take over that responsibility.